Hello and welcome to India Today. Today we are unraveling the kind of nuances inside Indian 2 trailer, and we are taking this moment because Indian 1 that was released back in 1996 starring Kamal Hassan, who is definitely an encyclopedia when it comes to Tamil cinema, is also starring in Indian 2, and this is a movie that the fans of Kamal Hassan, the fans of Tamil cinema have been waiting for decades. We also have Janani, and yes, we have to call her as an expert when it comes to Tamil cinema with us. Thank you so much. The thing is that Indian 1 actually transformed the way Tamil cinema was in one position. Yes, it was director Shankar. So, like you watched the trailer for Indian 2, how different is it from Indian 1?
So Indian 1 was iconic in many ways. Like it touched upon corruption when it was in the one of the recurring themes in like Tamil cinema back then. So to have that same theme in Indian 2 is actually was a mixed bag for me, because the trailer had many elements that gave the feeling, okay, we have seen this somewhere. And the one of the other iconic aspects in Indian was the prosthetic makeup, which was looking quite patchy when we watched it in the IMAX screen here. So it was quite a mixed bag for me, because corruption has been a recurring theme in Shankar's films, and over the years there have been so many films that has dealt with the same topic. So we have to see what kind of tricks that he would pull in Indian 2. Plus, when it comes to Indian 1, the emotional sequences and the emotional arc was so strong that the impact was throughout the film. So we have to see how much he has dealt with in Indian 2 as well.
If I need to draw a parallel, because Indian 1, everyone should have watched Indian 2, 1 right now. If not, you please do that, because that was a movie that actually dealt with all the emotional parallels, starting with the freedom fight,
Right.
and also the cultural balance. It actually introduced people to something called Varma Kalai, one of the ancient arts of from India, Kerala, and the sequences that the father Kamal Hassan, how he did not actually bend for anything, especially when it comes to his morality. But here he is being there. He was a freedom fighter fighting against corruption. But here, kind of calling him as a hunting dog. Will you agree with that?
So I think it is kind of a metaphor here. So we have to wait and watch how he is like juxtaposed that hunting dog and Senapati character here. But there are also multiple theories going on on Twitter, where they're saying there are like shirtless pictures of Kamal Hassan who's fighting in Indian 2. Say that there is a theory.
Should we mention the age actually? No? Okay.
We can if we want to.
Okay, so Indian 1, Kamal Tata was 1918 born.
Was born in 1918.
Which
yeah.
means he's almost 166
years.
years old. So coming back to shirtless theory, please.
So yeah, so he went shirtless here and he's fighting all, like he's doing all these moves and all. So the theory is that it might not be Senapati, it could be Chandru, his son from the younger Kamal Hassan, who has come back as well. But we still don't know how, what kind of magic or the tricks that Shankar has it in the screenplay to keep the suspense alive, but we don't know how far it's true though.
But here's another thing, because when it came to Indian 1, the backbone of the movie was A.R. Rahman's music.
Yeah,
And
that
I
is
watched
quite a miss.
one song here, Tata Vara Boraru thing, and all the dance moves and things. But when it came to that Kappaleri Poyachi,
Yeah,
that
all the
song,
songs are still
particularly
relevant. Yeah.
So, how is it actually?
No, I think not having A.R. Rahman is still a big miss here. That is one of the biggest aspects that worked for Indian 2, be it the freedom movement, the BGMs there were so arousing that it will give you goosebumps even today.
Yes, the drums part in Kappaleri Poyachi.
Yeah. And like with Anirudh's music, I think it is more suited for these mass masala entertainers. I don't know how it will like stick to in this frame of work.
Will you say it will be legendary once again like Indian 1?
I don't think so. If you want me to be really honest, I don't think so. But I like the song Para from the Anirudh's album, we have to wait and see.
And
how.
in Indian one, like comparing the trailers alone, I could see that the Indian one was a movie that had like I mean, compared to Indian two, the number of characters was much less compact, but each and every character had a weightage to it. Of course, Count the Money and that track was an entirely
Yeah.
different one. So, like in this trailer, I could see a lot of people. And what kind of magic will S.J. Surya pull here? Because he, in recent times, he has started his own way of acting, and his style is entirely different. He has proved it also. People have accepted also. So, you think that will become a kind of strength for the movie?
So yeah, Shankar himself mentioned that there are a lot of characters in this second part, and they are going beyond Tamil Nadu. So he also hinted at the politics, covering the politics and the issues plaguing throughout the country. So hence there are many characters, but I believe Siddharth and S.J. Surya would do a better job in engaging the audience, and S.J. Surya S.J. Surya will probably steal the limelight again.
Maniacal performance.
Exactly.
Expected.
Yeah. So it looks like he has a very quirky role in this. He's known for pulling off such roles. So I think it would be a cakewalk for him.
The last movie like comes to mind when like it had acted upon pan-India issues, be it corruption, be it education loan, be it farmer loan, was a combination between Shah Rukh Khan and Atlee. So it had the same kind of parallels, the same kind of extravagant, should I say, the amount of things brought in. So I could also see a yacht, a person wearing a lot of gold jewelry and such. This was not an Indian one. Indian was strictly script based story,
Right.
and it was something that actually showed how a movie can be made. So is it the same with Indian too?
So with Indian one, it also shows how Sujata's absence has worked
On the script.
out. Yeah, Sujata's absence has worked out for Shankar as well, and it's quite evidently seen here as well. Here in Indian 2, the dialogues are not up to the mark, like they are not arousing at all.
Karma Varma.
Karma Varma, exactly. So I think they have 3 writers on board, but yet there wasn't a single dialogue that stood out. Except for the Gandhian and Netaji dialogue, which was also like there in Indian one. So we have to like literally wait and watch if there is any more substance that could actually make us glued to the seats with Indian.
Yeah, we forgot to mention Indian one, the actual Senapati Tata, he was actually an INA fighter. So he had this a beautiful knife that was inside the belt. All right, and he knew Varma, and Varma is a part of Kalari Paita, an ancient Kerala martial art, where you use the fingers to hit on pressure points in the body, and even though he was considered to be extremely old, he was able to actually tactically fight against stronger people. So that was something mind blown here. And another important aspect is that the old Kamal Hassan over there, the makeup made justice to it. So and here, based on trailer itself, I could see long hairs, flowing hairs with that INA cap and things like that. So how do you see the makeup for Indian one? Even though it was in 1996, the availability of makeup and everything was like extremely difficult, and in 2024.
Even Shankar and Kamal Hassan, both of them mentioned that it took 3 hours for them to get into the makeup, and like on top of it, there was 2 more hours to get out of the makeup. Obviously, there's a lot of hard work that has gone into it. But that being said, compared to Indian one, the Kamal Hassan comes in multiple get-ups in Indian too. But the fact that some of these prosthetics looked patchy when it's shown on the bigger screen as well. So on that aspect, I don't think they achieved whatever they intended to, or at least that's what it looked for us.
Can we have kind of like an Easter egg? Should we believe that this is the actual Kamal Tata, or could be someone else?
It could be someone else also. Could be Chandru or.
All right, Chandru.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know yet because they are bring. So this is more not like a direct sequel, but a spiritual sequel is what Shankar mentioned as well. So he mentioned that what if Indian Tata comes and lives in today's world? So the concept of that age thing has also like he.
Please don't tell me it's an Indian Tata robot.
We
Will be very
no,
difficult to handle.
no. I don't think they've gone that far yet with Indian 2.
Or cloning or something? No?
No, no,
Or not cloning also?
never.
See, we are capable of like lot of things like, you know, multi-universe theory and things like that, but we'll keep it another way. Anyway, Indian 2 is going to be released soon, and we are all waiting for to watch the performance of this a living legend called Kamal Hassan when it comes to the movie world. Thank you so much.